Hey guys, it's your girl, Luscious Girl Lou. This will be my first YouTube video ever. So, don't mind my face, hair, scrub clothes. I'm currently at work, sitting in my car. But I wanted to make this video. Sure, as you read by the title, how my Christianity, got tested. So it's like a little story time. So I got pregnant by this guy, and he was my boyfriend at the time or whatever. And we wasn't using protection or anything like that, whatever the case may be. You know how it goes. So, but he ended up saying that he didn't want to have the baby. He didn't want to keep the baby or anything like that. So me being a Christian, I'm like, well, I don't want to abort the baby and I don't want to lose the baby either. So I'm just like, okay, like what should I do? And all this stuff started playing back in my head. And it's like, okay, I'm like, okay, Lou, what if you go to hell for this? Like, whatever the case may be, the father doesn't want it. At this time, I'm like freaking out. I'm in distress. Not really in distress, but I'm like stressed out. Like, I don't know what to do. I can't really talk to my family because, I don't want them to judge me or anything like that. It was just really like a stressful time in that time period. And we're still young and we didn't know what to do. And it's been a long time since I got pregnant again. So I was just thinking like, dang, I didn't know I can get pregnant again because, it's been a long time. And so it's like crazy. I'm sorry. Um, Somebody keeps texting me. That's irrelevant. But yeah, so it was just a crazy time. So how my Christianity was being tested was like he was basically saying he doesn't want the baby and he wants me to get an abortion because we can't take care of it. We don't, have any money. At that time we were staying, in a situation where it wasn't feasible for us, like, really didn't have much of our own, I should say. So it was like really we didn't want to bring he didn't want to bring a baby into the world. I personally, I was just like, you know what, we'll figure it out, we'll work it out, it's okay. We'll do it as time goes on. But that wasn't the case for him. And he's like, oh, he's stressing and he's stressing. I don't want no more kids right now. And I don't want to have no kids with you and this and that, whatever. So he's basically telling me all these things. And it's like, it's hurting it did hurt my feelings. And I expressed to him how I felt and I was crying. And I was telling him like, listen, I've never done this before. Like, and I was always taught not to do that because that's like killing a life. Like that's a heartbeat. That's considered like a little person because you hear the heartbeat. I mean, it's not like I didn't know. I found out, and I was so many. I think I was like 6 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks. So like the heartbeat was already there and everything like that, and like I kind of grew attached a little bit. So I was just like, I don't want to abort this baby. So it was just really frustrating to go through this whole thing. And he's still like saying, okay, I don't want the baby or whatever. We got into arguments about it, me being pregnant and everything like that. And it was just like so stressful, and it was just a really, really stressful time. So I did what I thought was right. And I'm not saying to, go get an abortion because it will fix everything, because it really didn't. It's still, we still haven't been as close. We got closer as, time went on. I'm sorry. We got closer as time went on, but that feeling that I have, like I just aborted my baby, like that was mine, not somebody else's, that was mine. And it really hurted me to my heart. Like, and at that point I felt like me being a Christian, that really shattered me. Like, that really broke me, because I was like, I did something that I promised and told myself I would never do. As a Christian, I said I would never do this, because I cannot, you know, that's like murder to me. So, but I end up doing it because I thought it was right, and I let him take control. And you know, I let him take control. I'm sorry, y'all, because I'm trying not to cry, because I really, like, I'm sorry. I really did want, you know, to have that baby. And it's just like, not for the sake of me trying to trap him or anything like that, or just want babies, period. But that was a life, you know? So it was just like, I didn't want to do that. Especially me, you know, and my background and where I come from, and that's not like a good thing. And me telling myself, you know, if I ever get pregnant, I would never have an abortion, just growing up in the church and, you know, knowing these things and doing these things. And that right there, going to that clinic and actually sitting there and getting that done, like taking that pill and then going home and then sitting there on the toilet. I know this is TMI, but sitting there on the toilet and feeling everything come out of me, going into the toilet. And it's like, that was really stressful. That was really draining. And for him as a guy, he didn't care. He didn't care at all. He's just like, oh, I know how you feel. You know how guys say, oh, I know how you feel and I know what you're going through. You don't know, because you're not a woman. You don't know what it's like to have an abortion. You don't know what it's like for somebody to peer pressure you and to get an abortion because they don't want the baby. Because they don't want to, you know, be a dad to another child. That really hurt me. Like, that really hurt me to my soul, like, really hurt me. So that was how my Christianity was tested, and I look back on it and it's really hard, and I wish I didn't do it. I really didn't, because that's something, that's a part of me that I would never, I can't forgive myself for. Even though people say, oh, you can get, you know, you can forgive yourself, you can forget. No, I can't do that. That's something that's stuck with me for the rest of my life in my heart, and I can't undo it. I wish I really didn't do it, but I mean, it's done, and you know, I can't undo that. So yeah, but that was my little story time I wanted to tell you guys. And if you have any stories like that, or if you know somebody, you know, who's struggling with peer pressure because the father doesn't want to be a dad or whatever, and the mom is being peer pressured by the dad, and because they want to get an abortion and things like that, just, you know, just pray for that person, and tell that person to keep their head up. And, you know, life goes on, and, you know, keep your head up, and, you know, just not listen to negativity, and not let anybody peer pressure you to do something that you really don't want to do, because you will regret it in the long run. And that's what I am right now. I've come to the point where I regretted doing that. Like, completely, with my whole heart, I regret doing that. So it's like, you know, whatever. But that was my little story time. So if you guys want to hear more story times and want to see vlogs, and you know, do me makeup tutorials and things like that, or just sit here and listen to me talk, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel at Luscious Girl Lou, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.